you could tell me about the vision that Uber has for self-driving cars.
Sure. So we want to self-driving vehicles, both trucks and cars, are part of our broader vision to bring transportation to everyone everywhere. So we have in self-driving trucks we have an opportunity to extend that not only to everyone and everywhere, but to everything, to move goods around and between cities. And we feel like self-driving vehicles are a piece of our the sort of broad deployment of that system. So they're an extension of the work we've done in ride sharing.
If you're looking at self-driving cars or vehicles, are there big challenges in the way?
Oh, absolutely. This is an enormous and ambitious sort of technical endeavor, and we've brought together, both in San Francisco and in Pittsburgh, a pretty tremendous team of roboticists, of machine learning experts, of tremendous software engineers to work on this enormous challenge.
If you could tell me a bit about Uber's technology and how it's different from what others are working on.
Sure. So one of the big things that we focus on is how we can build on top of the ride-sharing network that we already have. So we're intending to augment and to add to the ride-sharing system we have, which is like one of our sort of big assets in this area.
And in a scenario when you have multiple self-driving vehicles on different platforms on the road, is it going to be necessary for those platforms to start speaking to each other?
Sure. So that's a really good question. We don't depend on it. So right now we need to see and we need to interact with vehicles that we have no guarantees would have that sort of sometimes called V2V technology. So we don't assume that any of that stuff it will exist, and we're sort of approaching it assuming that won't exist. However, as that stuff sort of emerges, we'll be happy consumers of it. That certainly is it's helpful to have vehicles transmitting along sort of other transmitting information about themselves to other self-driving vehicles.
It's great talking about this kind of a technology in a country like the
Yes.
a country like the States.
Yes.
But is it even being thought about for a country like India, where even with drivers, it's a chaotic experience on the road?
Sure. So it's certainly a chaotic driving. Our ambition is to bring this everywhere. That presents a whole slew of new challenges. There's sort of uncontrolled and different sort of conventions around driving, as well as just different volume of vehicles, bicycles, other folks out using those roads. So those are certainly more challenging situations, but there are situations we think we'll be able to tackle. They won't be the first places where we go. Where we'll look for opportunities where we can deploy this tech, where we can deploy it safely, and then we'll work to expand it from there.
How long it took to come to this to this point from the beginning?
Sure. So we opened the Advanced Technology Group in January of 2015, and Auto is around a year old as well.